Hi guys, welcome to a glimpse of a Botswana safari. Our flight from Johannesburg landed into Kasane, which is the northeast corner of Botswana. So, after completing our visa formalities, we are picked up by Bushlaw, which is the agency from which we are hiring our four-wheel drive Toyota Land Cruiser. And in 30 minutes, he explains mostly everything about this car, which I'm sure I'll forget. And then we checked into the closed safari lodge and wait for our four friends to join us. And then the most important thing is to complete the shopping of food and beverages, which our friends had started the day before. And stocking up for the next 7 days from Spa supermarket, leaving nothing to chance. And our journey begins. Our first stop, Ihaha, on smooth pitch roads. Easy? That's what we think.
Now we'll put four-wheel drive or what? Tire tracks. Tire tracks এর উপরে রাখো।
Off-road driving. Bumper way out situation. Our target, of course, was to reach the campsite before sunset, and we did manage to do that. So, good. So, we finally reached our campsite, which is the Ihaha campsite, and which is right next to the river. We are now driving from Ihaha campsite to Muchenje.
আচ্ছা ওই গ্রানা পেটানো চিজটা কি পাওয়া গেল না নাকি কারোর চিজ ছিল
যেটা তোমাদের ফ্রিজে দেখেছো? So Linyanti is about 104 kilometers away, and a part of it has a treacherous sand road that we have to navigate. Believe me, driving on loose sand is like a roller coaster without control.
Our car is stuck on the way to Linyanti. So I guess now the car is onto a tree.
And it's 2:45. We left our camp at 7:45 in the morning, and did not have lunch. Linyanti campsite on day 3. Another day of sand, and more sand. was the difficult sand terrain. Now we are increasing the air pressure to 3.
Since we had already inflated our tires, we crossed the African village.
So we are crossing a herd of elephants. Mother elephant.
We have to keep going on this road.
We all woke up at around 5:45 this morning. We're getting ready now to go for our boat ride.
The highlight of our Botswana safari was undoubtedly the Okavango Delta, which is the largest inland delta in the world, flooding to about 15,000 square kilometers. What an amazing treasure of flora and fauna. What? Crossing the infamous third bridge was pretty easy, given that it was the dry season. Of course, we had to take another boat ride on the Okavango, and we are glad we did. This was an amazing, stunning sight we saw. So this lone tusker approached a muster of marabou stock, and as you can see is trying to eat something, some vegetation there on which was lying the nest of eggs, and the mother was trying to guard that nest. Unfortunately she couldn't, because it was completely destroyed by the elephant, and desperately trying to save her nest, and finally she kind of reconciled with the fact that her eggs are probably gone. This was an unforgettable hair-raising experience. So our guide spotted this hippo which was on land, and hippos generally feel very vulnerable on land. So it kept on looking at us, and we were on the boat, flapped his ears and suddenly charged into the water, and because it wanted to get into the safety of the water. And then we started our boat and started running from there, and then the hippo suddenly went underwater, and then that's why we panicked and we kind of increased our speed. All went well afterwards. So we decided to take it easy the next morning after a memorable experience there. And a lazy lunch, and a lot of cooking, and the braai and the bonfire, which attracted an uninvited guest. So we are entering the planet Baobab now. So this is the reception of planet Baobab. On the way to Khumaga. Khumaga is another salt pan area. This was a very hot day and you could see elephants under shades and flocking to the tanks for water. It was crazy sight. And we are starting from Khumaga and we are going to Khama. That is the rhino sanctuary.
Right, one important thing is that we have to use our senses of hearing and our senses of smelling and our senses of smell.
So this is a Nata lodge. 2 weeks just whizzed past in Botswana, and before we knew it, we were returning back to our base camp, Kasane, about 317 kilometers, very good roads. We made it in no time, checked into our closed safari lodge, and then on to our last activity in Botswana. So a sundowner on the Chobe River, watching amazing wildlife everywhere around us, was a perfect way to end our Botswana safari. A country which is not only blessed with the mighty Okavango Delta and the Chobe River, but also rich in biodiversity and warm, friendly people.